I let my followers decide where I start and end my journey across Eastern Europe. My budget is £520 from a cancellation on the flight. Previously, I was in Romania, where I got woken up by a drunk wannabe policeman, met friends for great food, found my love for Lidl, and didn't sleep on a sleeper train. This episode, I'll be in Budapest, living out the pack. After finishing my time in Romania, I took the trip from Timisoara to Budapest. The perk to getting some of these cheaper earlier trains is you get these beautiful sunrises.
I've just arrived in Budapest. Got off the train. Now I'm going to head straight to the accommodation. Straight away you can see the different in scale. The city is so much bigger.
I mean, even the train station alone set the tone for the city. I got to the hostel to drop my bag and scan even more leftovers.
After trying to check into the hostel, they don't allow you to check in until 2. So I'm going on a wander to sort of wait until I can check in, sort my bag out. I haven't really got a plan. Maybe search up some cool things to do. Maybe I'll meet some people and join them doing something. We'll see what happens.
I found a small park where I took the time to do some editing. I then set off to look at the sights, heading for the Danube River.
I saw on Instagram that 3 days ago, or 3 or 4 days ago, that the river was flooded all the way to where I'm standing now, all the way to that wall. So I was worried that it would affect when I'm here, but she's calmed down.
Everywhere you looked, there was intricate details. It was an architectural masterclass. But it was time to get back to the real masterclass. Another Lidl.
I've got the goods, and I found out that with a bottle of water, basically you pay an extra half of the price, or like 50 of their currency, and if you return the bottle, you get it back, which is a good incentive to stop you from littering. I was just very confused when it popped up, like I'd bought 2 of them.
Even though I'm in a different country, I still managed to get sparkling water.
You're joking. Not another one?
When I got to my room, it gave me a chance to sort some gear out.
Just got all my stuff sorted, and that man called George, who was in my hostel room, so I chatted to him for about 30-40 minutes. Now I think we're going to head to Buda, part of the city, and see some of the buildings there. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do this evening. There's a few people that I've been talking on the forums and things, but I'll have to see if I can join up with one of them.
You could blink and miss a beautiful building. It was so surreal. I headed back towards the Danube, just taking it all in.
I'm making the transfer west to Buda. Here we go.
I headed for Buda Castle, which was beautiful. However, most of it was under construction.
I got to the top, which I'm sure I'm going to go back up tomorrow, and I got messages in the forum saying we're meeting for the sunset at 6:30 where I just was, and I've got to basically walk an hour back and about hour back there, do a full 180. So yeah, I'm sort of rushing down the map or down the hill, and then I've got to just change, throw on some clothes, shower, and then get back to where I just was. Not the best planning from me, but there you are. Spontaneous plans, eh?
1 hour later.
I managed to shower, get some pastry, and I've got over an hour to do a 40-minute walk, so happy days. All good. No need to rush. Heading back over the bridge towards Fisherman's Bastion, which is where we're going to watch the sunset.
So I headed back up the steps, which there were a lot of. But every step was worth it. There were beautiful moments everywhere you look. And the view of the city was just the cherry on top.
Wow. How beautiful is that? The architecture, the sunset, wow. Like, you're surrounded everywhere. It's all beautiful. Wow, 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 wow.
I ended up meeting a great group from an online forum. And after some interesting navigation, we made it to the centre. Starting at a Hungarian bar, where we were all very inventive with our drinks of choice.
Could I have 3 pints, please?
Then to a bar with this legend on the sax. The group I'd met were top class. Then we headed to a ruin bar, which is very popular in Budapest. I was definitely a fan, it created some really cool spaces. After dancing the night away, I grabbed some pizza and headed 20 minutes the wrong way, and then back to the accommodation. Let's just say it was a slow morning. After drinking more sparkling water than I've ever done in my whole life and getting some food in.
We're out. I've eaten a decent amount and it's good to get some fresh air. I definitely need some more water. And then I think today the plan is I'm going to see the different sites I was going to see on the walking tour. And then instead of going on the walking tour, I'm going on like this boat tour, which basically half of it's in the light and then it turns dark and you can see all the buildings lit. So I think that would be a really cool trip to go to.
I love passing these local markets. It really brought some life to the streets. Then something caught me off guard. A Tesco.
I was not expecting to see that here. At least I can buy water knowing it's actually water and not sparkling.
I then headed towards the city market hall to meet Ryan and Tegan, who I'd met the previous night. It was amazing. The market was huge. It had all kinds of local foods and a variety of local products. I took some time to wander around and just take it all in. After meeting up with Ryan and Tegan, we headed to Margaret Island in an Uber. When we arrived, the policeman told us that the island was shut, but we headed on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, don't hurt me.
And had the island to ourselves. We came across some ruins which was actually from a 13th century Franciscan church. It was weird having the island to ourselves. We couldn't gauge what it was normally like. But we could definitely see the beauty of the park.
So we found the fountain, but it's off. So yeah, not quite what we were expecting.
You can see the precautions the police took to make sure no one entered the island.
I just got the tram and now I'm back at the accommodation. So I'm going to change and then I think we're heading out for some goulash this evening, and then we're going on a boat tour, so it should be a good evening.
A few moments later.
I am heading to a place called the Caravan. It's like a food court where I'm going to have some goulash, and I think I'm about 5 minutes away.
There's a really cool food market with a great variety of local cuisine. The goulash was unreal, so glad I had it. We could not have picked a better time, a perfect setting for a boat cruise. The setting sun on the Parliament building was like a scene from a movie. Not to mention this outer world sky. After we took in all the scenery, it was that time again, looking for another bar in the centre. We passed many good options on the way. We eventually settled on a pretty chill bar, which was a great chance for the group to chat. However, it wasn't long before we ended up in a very odd bar, where we met this legend. Then to a club in a bunker. Then back to the faithful ruin bar to top off a good night.
And that is goodbye to all the people that I met in Budapest. We had an amazing group. We all got on really well. Really nice people. And we did a lot together, so I hope I can find that in other cities, but we'll have to see. So yeah, I'm going to head back to the hostel now and catch some kit.
That time to repack came again. I headed to the park in the centre of the city because it had a huge castle in the middle. I'm glad I made the trek. It was definitely one I didn't want to miss.
Managed to make it to the park. I don't think I can stay for long, so I'm starting to head back now, but I'm glad I got to see the castle. It's pretty cool in the centre of the park, and I've got 2.5 hour walk to the station and about 2.5 hours to do it, and I've got to stop for food. So I've sort of got to put the burners on and crack on. Just got some food from Lidl at the bakery, of course, and yeah, I haven't got much money until sort of next month, which is till Monday, so like 2 more days. So I'm just very tight right now with what I'm buying, and yeah, hopefully I think that what I just got, which is a good amount of food, it was like £3. So happy days. Lidl's carrying me through.
As I was passing over the bridge for the last time, it felt like I was leaving some amazing memories.
Nearly there now at the station. Despite the rain, it's been a really nice walk, and yeah, it's nice to see more of Buda, more of the sort of suburb.
Budapest completed. Thank you for watching. Next stop, Vienna.